guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I just picked up some new lip stains at the drugstore and I wanted to kind of do a mini review of these products, show you guys the colors that I got, and also just talk a little bit about lip stains in general. Lip stains have been super popular this summer. I've seen advertisements for them all over the all over magazines, especially now that all the September issues are beginning to hit stands. I've seen some really awesome Covergirl and Maybelline ads. The two lip stains I'm going to be talking about today are the Covergirl Outlast Lipstain and the Maybelline Color Sensational Lipstain. And the Covergirl Lipstain has been out a little bit longer than these Maybelline Color Sensational ones, but I had actually tried the Covergirl lipstains in the past and had sort of a negative experience, and so then I just became a little bit curious again about lip stains despite the fact that I had a negative experience, and decided to pick up some again. And now, you know, second time around, I like them a lot better than I did the first time around. Now, the problems that I had the first time around with lip stain was, first of all, I chose the wrong color. The color that I bought, I don't remember the exact name, but it looked to be like a bright berry pink. And when I applied it onto the lips, it turned out to be a bright red. And I'm someone that usually doesn't like to go for a really, really dramatic lip look, especially for something that's going to be stuck on your lips all day. So the really dramatic, bright pigmentation of that red just didn't do it for me. Additionally, I have fairly dry lips, which, if you've ever used lip stains before, you'll know that they're not moisturizing. You know, these are not built to moisturize. They have a tip very similar to a marker. Now so they're just not going to be moisturizing. The Revlon ones that just came out called Just Bitten do have a conditioning balm at the end of it. Now, I haven't bought the Revlon Just Bitten yet because I'm not really a fan of the color selection. All of the shades seem to be very dark, and then there's one bright pink that is not dark. And if I were to buy any of those shades, I'd probably go with that bright pink one. But I think with a lip stain, you have to be really careful about what color you're buying. Now, I speak from experience, obviously. I've made this mistake before, you know, just picking up a package that looks like, oh, like this is a pink, this is a nice color. Well, just because something looks a certain way in the packaging doesn't mean that this is what it's going to show up on your lips. Now, I kind of did the same thing again with the Covergirl. I just can't seem to get this color selection right. I got this one, I think it's called Koi Coral. It's $4.35, and that's another complaint I have with these Covergirl lip stains, is that they don't print the name of the color anywhere on the packaging. The only name is at the very bottom, and it's a number. So that doesn't really help you as far as if you're trying to remember what color you bought. But this color, I thought would be a nice kind of bright coral. Now, I'm going to swatch this for you so you can see kind of how it turns out. It kind of turns out like a deep red. It is a little bit more corally than some other reds I've seen, but honestly, guys, when I put this on my lips, it looks red. So I guess my bad for choosing the wrong color again, but in general, I would say if you're new to lip stains or if you don't like a really dramatic lip look, definitely err on the side of caution when you're buying a lip stain and go with the lightest color possible. So when I bought the Color Sensational one, I picked this one up in the color In the Buff. Now this one I'm going to swatch for you right next to it. It's a lot lighter. So here on top you have the Covergirl Koi Coral, and then the bottom you have In the Buff by Color Sensational. And this In the Buff is a little bit more of like a mauve-y pink, and then the coral one almost looks a little bit red. Now this one I like a lot, and this is one of the lightest ones that they even sell. And this one even comes out, I think, a little dark. I mean, not a little dark, it's just right, but based on the package, you know, this looks almost nude. It looks like a light pink. And when you put that on your hand here, that color, that to me doesn't look like a light pink. I mean, I don't know how to explain what I'm saying here. I guess what I'm saying is don't go by the packaging. Kind of, you have to think about, you know, what is this actually going to look like, and you have to just guess. So lip stains are really great for someone who has a long day, they don't have time to touch up, maybe who's someone who's very active, who doesn't want to be wearing anything sticky like a lip gloss or a lipstick. It's also good for if you're going on a date or you're going to be eating or you're going to be drinking and you don't want any of your lip stuff to come off. Also great for if you're going on a date and you want to kiss your boyfriend at the end of the night, you know, and you don't want your lip stuff smudging off on him. But another thing I like about lip stains that I've sort of recently discovered is I really like partnering them with different glosses. I kind of think of these lip stains almost like a glorified lip liner, like the new age lip liner. They really put a nice foundation onto the lips that allows for other colors to be built upon those. So I like to actually use these lip stains as like a liner, as a base, and then put a gloss on top or another lipstick on top, and then as the day goes on, even if they are to fade a little bit, you can still see a little flush of color. Now, you can see my lips. I had a lip stain on earlier today. I had on the Bitten Berry, which is another color Sensational one, and this is one of the brighter, more pigmented ones in the collection. And now you can see a couple hours later, I still have a nice little pink flush to my lips, but it's nothing overbearing. Now, these do claim to last like up to 10 hours, and I will say they don't last that long, especially if you're going to be eating or drinking anything, or if you like to lick your lips a lot. They're not going to stay on that long. I tend to find, especially with drugstore makeup, the claims that they make as far as longevity, like a 25-hour foundation or an 18-hour foundation, it's very rare that makeup can ever live up to those claims. So just go into this expecting that these will last you maybe 3 to 5 hours, maybe 8 hours at most. I would not say that these last any more than 8 hours. So yeah, I mean, I do like the lip stains. My only complaint is, you know, I sort of have drier lips, so if you're someone that has drier lips, you might want to consider buying the Revlon one with the conditioning balm, or you might just want to consider pairing it with your favorite chapstick or your favorite lip balm on top. I think it does a great job to sort of brighten up the lips, give a little shine, and then also condition them as well. So just to finish off this video, I wanted to do a little application. And I'm going to use my brightest one, which is the Bitten Berry, and this is a really pretty fuchsia magenta-y color, and this one is just sort of something I went on a limb to purchase, didn't know if I would like it, and I actually really do. So what you can start off by doing is, some people like to actually line the lip, which I have found does work really well. So I just like to kind of line the outside first, and then the edges. And then from there, when you have sort of lined them, just fill it in. And then if you just press your lips together, it will sort of, you know, just be filled right in. You don't have to use a lot of these, especially when you first get them. They're very pigmented and they work really well. So this is the color Bitten Berry. And, you know, as I said, it's really hard to judge the color on the packaging. Now, this looks sort of a little red to me. These lip stains just always seem to pull a little red. Now, here's the color of the cap, and here's the color of the lip. It's comparable, and I think as you wear it and as it fades, it looks more and more natural over time. But just so you can understand what I'm saying, if you don't like a really dramatic lip like this, definitely go with something like this. It will still come up a lot brighter than you think it will. So anyway, if you guys like this video, please check out my blog. I have a much more in-depth review of both of these lip stains, the colors, the longevity, the consistency, the taste, the smell, all those details. So check out my blog, msbeautybitch.wordpress.com, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to rate it and subscribe. Have a great day, guys.